And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Diablo 3. I'm joined, as always, by my Barbarian, and you may notice that my Barbarian looks a little different. Unfortunately, I did an entire session that did not get recorded, so I am back to redo it for the most part. However, my character has changed no matter what I try to redo. So let's take a look at some of the changes. I do have a new helmet, the Mempo of Twilight. It is awesome, gives me a lot of experience, bonus experience only though. The helmet of the last of the honor-bound warriors. He roamed the Far East long ago and lived and died by his code of honor. It is definitely a samurai helmet and I am a fan of it. I also have a new new set of bracers. Just tons of strength and vitality bonuses that I wasn't getting on the last one. New pants, the Mutiny Trophy. These replace the Hammer Jammers. Once again, just kind of better overall. New ring as well, the Band of Hollow Whispers. This ring occasionally haunts nearby enemies. I'm not entirely sure what that means. The mutterings of souls trapped within the ring grow louder as their power is drained with each spell cast by the wearer. It is good. I mean, what do you want me to say? It is damn awesome. Look how much life per hit I am getting. Do I have a total for that? Life per hit? You had 23,000. Almost 24,000, which is almost a tenth my health. 10 hits, and I'm back to full. Also, a new mace. Unfortunately, this did replace the pig sticker. I have kept the pig sticker in my treasure chest because it hurts to let that go. I do have a ton of life per hit based on this one, and it does more damage. Overall, the Enchantress also has stuff that's a little different. She has a new focus. She has a new magic staff. It's pretty basic, but she's almost doing double what she was doing before, so we're going to keep it like that. Now, unfortunately, I do believe... How can I even find out? I'm trying to figure out how can I see a list? There we go, the journal. There are a few things that we'll have to go through. Let's see here. Did it actually get rid of it? It must have gotten rid of it. Maybe it's before then? No, okay, so we will be encountering some enemies. I'll try to look those up as we go along, but the important journal entries that I really wanted to show off, they are not there, so I will probably have to get them again. Still have a little bit of bonus experience. I have changed my avalanche to a tectonic rift. Rune? I forget what it's actually called. What is it actually called? I think it is just a rune. Yeah, skill rune. Tectonic rift, skill rune. I can store up to 3 of them. It is awesome. I am a huge fan of that. Ivy.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
I wouldn't recommend that.
It is still not safe out there.
It is not safe at all.
I don't care.
She's gonna go find her son. We need to find Adria the witch, which is in the overgrown ruins, possibly. We're probably gonna kill her when I get there, though. Nothing in there. What do you have to say?
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
Interesting. Yeah, I got up to level 67. I went for a long time, damn it. And they did not record any of it.
How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done.
I'll consider it. But on the good part of this... the Soul Stone wants to taunt me again. Especially you.
Rakus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him. So
Rakus is a big bad guy. Well, big good guy, I guess you could say. So there are some good things about what happened.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Why?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You can come if you want, but Adria will still pay for her betrayal.
I'm gonna kill her. I am going to kill her. I didn't actually make it... Oh, that's right, there's a cutscene.
I have vanquished Urzael and his Reapers, giving the people of Westmarch their city back. Lorath and I go to the Blood Marsh to find Adria. She knows how to locate Malthael. She will tell me, and then she will pay in blood for her betrayal.
It's gonna be awesome. I didn't actually make it all the way to Adria. I'll tell you where I last left off. And he had something to say, but it stopped.
We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near. Thought it would be safe. Malthael found it all the same.
So there are some good things, once people stop talking and allow me to actually talk a little bit here. There are some good things that are going to come out of me losing that entire session. Probably the most important thing is that it probably wasn't a very good session overall, because the game started to frustrate me a little bit, and I'll show you why in a bit. It looks like I need to go up, so I will head down. I also know a few places that are definitely not worth exploring, and I will go over that. Just more trouble than they're worth. I do not care about your little side areas. Oh, Bogged, right. Is it J for journal? It is. Okay, journal. Bogged. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of these. So, let's listen to it.
I consider myself an expert on all matters concerning Boggeds. The Bogged itself is a small, odd creature given to foraging and burrowing. Under normal circumstances, it fears humans, but it can be incited to great violence when under the influence of magical objects. Rings in particular seem to excite them.
So here is Adria's journal. That was what I was looking for before. People? There we go. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to listen to all of Adria's journals here. Let me pick up part 9. And we'll close that for now, and we'll go back to the list, and I'll just start playing them. Can I just play all of them? Is that what this is? No. Alright, let's go.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
Yeah, pretty much all of Adria's journals can be followed by, and so I became a witch.
My father could never understand. He
Oh,
was
shit.
born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
Yeah, I know that people talk in here, so I was going to wait a little bit. You in particular want something to
This
say.
is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
Something is coming.
So, just like you might expect... Oh god, I love having multiple avalanches. Just for occasions like this, where I can just absolutely decimate. Absolutely destroy everything in my path. And as you can see, they just keep on rebuilding as I go. So I usually try to keep 3 charges on that, and we will use it as necessary. The Enchantress still dies all the damn time as we take on these little itty bitty Boggeds. Is that nope. Now we got Tusk Boggins. These are definitely upgrades from what we were fighting with the Boggeds. These guys are also spawners. There are going to be so many spawners coming up. It annoys the crap out of me. But we will bust on through that. Shouldn't be too bad of a problem here. Enchantress needs serious, healing.
This was just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the Blood Marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
Alright, bestiary, tusked Boggins. There we go.
The tusked Boggin is a ferocious, hulking beast with an exceedingly bad temper. aided by packs of Boggeds. It will fight anything that crosses its path. Invariably, some of the Boggeds will die, but the survivors are rewarded with scraps left over from the Boggen's prey. If only my assistants would work for so little.
If only. Okay, switch back to people. Ooh, we also got the Testament of Arrakis to go over. Are we on part 3? Yeah.
Do you know what fear is?
You cannot run, Adria.
Seriously?
Remember to get the information we need before you...
I know.
No, she's gonna die.
Do you know what fear is? The fear of who you are. Fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
I guess she's only got 9 journal entries. I don't remember killing any women, but whatever. Part 4.
They ask me what I see when I look into the fire. I see a burning man. I see a burning witch. I see terror and a hunger that will consume everything. What hope do the works of men have against such all-consuming hunger? I gave myself to the flames.
And thus became a witch. Part 5.
My father burned. He screamed as the flames consumed him, and the smell was sickly sweet. He had found me. For once in his life he had noticed me, and when he saw that the flames did not touch me, he breathed one word. It was his last.
She never does say what that word is. It's kind of implied in the next one, but...
I remember reading about the ruins before my slumber. The city that once stood here was lost long before my time.
But it seems that all of our problems with Adria are the result of daddy issues.
Witch, they called me, but I turned it against them. When their daughter had a child that needed to disappear, when there was a sickness that none of the healers could cure, who was it they pleaded with? When they needed me, the morality they flaunted in the daylight disappeared, as it always does.
So she was evil from the start. I don't remember asking her for help in the first game, but that was probably because of my build more than anything else.
The first time I heard him, his voice pierced my skull. It reminded me of the cold and haughty sound of my father. But it was more, a crush of thousands of voices. When I heard him, I saw the flame, and I knew fear.
I suppose that she's talking about Diablo there.
It was a man who came to my bed that night, but when I looked into his eyes, I saw the other, though even he did not know at the time. I did not hear the man's voice, no. I heard the other, the one that has been with me for all these years. I gave myself to him.
I'm pretty sure that's Diablo.
Leah was never my daughter.
What?
She was Diablo's daughter, in truth.
Gross.
I felt blessed to have given the product of my body to my master. He had no interest in me, but in the product of my womb, he found life again. I never flinched when I knew her purpose. Daughters are a cheap thing.
Daughters are a cheap thing. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Is that the last one? That is the last one. All right, we will continue a little bit further before we go into Arrakis' stuff, because I don't think I picked up any Arrakis' stuff around here in the Blood Marsh anyway. Just Adria's satchels, which, as you can see, are quite plentiful around here. It's not like they're hiding those things, so there must only be 9 parts because they're not giving me any more. No more. That is the one problem with Avalanche. I do tend to miss with it. Simply because I don't know which way I'm pointing when I stomp, and it doesn't surround me. It forms a circle from where I stomp. That is the only problem. And we got specials here, so we're gonna pop Super Saiyan. I mean, why not?
Capos, guide my hand.
and we can get a whole bunch of damage done this way. Alright, Waller, knockback, Arcane Enchanted, and a level up! Well worth it. What are we getting here? Passive skill called Rampage. I'll have to take a look at that because I did not look at those. I think that was all that I got. Nothing else, really? What? Oh, shit. That's right. There's catapults hidden in the ground here. I never can seem to find them, though. Yeah, see, look. I missed because they just walked right out of it. They did not give a shit. Right, down goes that one. We got an Anamorphosis of Omens. I don't know what an Anamorphosis is, but it's a buck. I can see that. That is all that I can see. Right, give me the book then.
Their corpses rot here forever.
I don't know how long those are going to stay, to be honest with you. Is there anything else around here?
Death comes for all.
Then come for me. Alright, then he just leaves me alone. Never entirely sure why the big bad guys go for the taunt throughout the whole game, but never actually attack. They give me the opportunity to get stronger until I can defeat them. Always been a little weird with that. Oh, jeez. Don't know how I'm getting all of these, but I will take it. I haven't gotten an event yet. That is a little strange for me. Like usually, there are all these little mini events as you go along. Try not to hang out too far near the edge. As you can see, that's where the Bogged's come from, and I'm not doing a good job of that because I want to complete the map all the time. Yeah, as far as I can tell, the Boggeds seem to respawn too. Next time I go there, there's a whole fresh batch waiting for me. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, nothing on the bridge. You would think so, but nothing. All right, moving on from the Blood Marsh, fully explored and ready to move on. And we found our first guide stone.
But nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me try.
'Cause I am a Nephilim and you are nothing.
There
All
are
right.
4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
Then all we need to do is eliminate 2 of the remaining sigils.
Easily done. But this is actually pretty close to the part where I had to stop last time. Like, I went for a long way in the path of the drowned. This place is huge. There's no other way to put it. I mean, this place is huge. There's a waypoint in the middle of it that I should find, and there's also Zubats, and the Zubats I hate more than possibly anything else. Why? Because these guys spawn Tuscan Bogans, or Tusk Bogans. And if you remember, Tusk Bogans themselves are spawners. So the bats are spawners that spawn spawners. How messed up is that? Such a dick move.
Face another trial, my friend.
Oh, and now Wallers show up. Screw it. Oh, and there's also a trapper about. I will try to show off the trapper when I can.
More
But
fury.
they definitely spawned a trapper there. I like that these guys are right on me. Helps me do a little bit of damage. There's a trap right there. That's how I know that there's a trapper around here. Oh no, there's a tower, not a trapper. The towers are bulky. Way more than they need to be. Desecrator, Poison Enchanted, Waller, and Knockback. And Knockback's the only thing that bothers me there. Alright. An Excruciating Comet? What the hell is a comet? A comet is like a staff? Just die. Dear God. Alright. Pick up Death's Breath. Always good. The tower sucks. It's got so much health. Way more than it needs to. way more than it needs to, and I'm reminded of Act 5 from Diablo 2 whenever I'm up against it. But seriously, there is no reason for it to have that much health. I know I'm not the highest DPS character out there, but that is ridiculous to me, how much that has. Alright, what did we encounter? Oh, that's right, bats. Let me just stomp and kill these guys while I look up the bats. They are shrieking terrors, if memory serves correctly. Oh, they are shrieking terrors.
I had believed my new assistant was the noisiest creature in the world, but that was before I discovered the Shrieking Terror. This bat-like monstrosity produces the most ear-splitting racket imaginable, and furthermore managed to make my assistant scream even louder. I think my headache will last for weeks now.
And it's once you get to the path of the drown that you start finding Rakkus's belongings, so we're going to go ahead and listen to those as well. There was a lot of stuff that I found along the way here. Alright, list. People. Wait. Rakkus. Rakkus? Where's Rakkus? Is he not listed here? What the hell? I don't see any Rakkus. Is it like world? No? Where the hell is Rakkus? He should be here. We saw. There we go. The Testament of Rakkus. That's it.